What's up, squad? It's your boy Td3, and today we're gonna start the channel off right with some dubs. So, like, subscribe, and share. And without further ado, let's get this dub.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold him to no gain.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
You good there with your feet.
Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Prescott on 1st down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
and he will throw it away. He goes goes
Bro, this
out
guy
of
is
bounds,
lagging
well
like a
shy of the
month,
line
bro.
of scrimmage, so that's a
I could get mad
sack.
in the mud.
It's a
This
loss
nigga
of
been all the way out of
4. Now
bounds, bro.
3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Flush to his right, and that'll be
I'll take
incomplete.
that.
We do have a penalty flag down,
Thank you,
however.
Will.
Let's see
Good
what
call,
that's
Will.
about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. He pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I can't get in now?
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, does the head coach think?
And he'll get it.
Thank you.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey,
Taking
you
it
gotta do
in
your
from a
thing.
yard out. And the
know what they
Cowboys
were, but
take
you
it all
did
the
it,
way
bro.
down the field and
Did
score
that.
on the opening drive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ballage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run here with Ballage. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Ballage. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They run it with Ballage. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead?
Bro, why the fuck is he, bro?
This is picked up by the Dolphins.
This ass nigga ain't doing nothing. I'm on my shit leg.
Way back.
Bro, why the fuck is he so lagging,
And
bro? I'm
taken
so
to the
glad,
house
bro.
for a Miami touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I feel like this nigga doing that because he wasn't good when I get to that damn ball.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Go, Mike.
It's a foot
Go, Mike.
race.
And I'm
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
This is made me all the way out of bounds, bro.
Big play
This
there
is sorry in the
just
hole. He
before
took the dance, and I swear to God, I'm mad.
52 yards. So
Any play you
barely
had,
time
I'm
to catch
mad.
our breath.
And
Here's
what is
1st
he
and
doing?
10 just outside the red zone.
And what is my lineman doing, bro? Come on, bro. Man, I'm ready, bro. These niggas,
Now Prescott.
boy, I swear to God, these men the most dumbest.
Randall Cobb.
Bro,
There
this
to make
shit's
the
gonna be way
grab.
different
As
than
his
this
guys
shit
are
is so
back
fucking
within a
stupid.
single score.
I'm finna go to fucking 2K on that bitch, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee into the locker room.
Every time, bro.
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Bro, every time, bro. This shit can make me feel, bro. I can tweak the fuck out of this, bro. I swear to God, bro.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker.
How the fuck this man took that goddamn pick you right in front of him?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
I knew that was him. Your opponent is experiencing that. I knew that was his shoot.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And he's
I knew that was his
shoot. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. As that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Yeah.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Boy.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Thank you.
He tipped and intercepted. with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Prescott now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fullback able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Boy.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. 10th carry now for Elliott. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go to Elliott again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Man, look at, man, come on, bro. Look at my line, bro. What you so big? Man, what you doing after that?
Prescott to throw it.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Now it's intercepted.
I got my line.
Picked off at the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. They were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Prescott from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Charles Harris coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Elliott, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they disregard.
Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. For the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for the Dolphins' first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Caught the tight end Walford. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down.
Yes,
and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Come on, man. Everybody do their job.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're going to need to get straight, bro.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They gotta do that.
Here's Elliott. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front.
No room to run. Elliott running right. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big.